Hello, my name is Philip Chapersa, and I've decided that in my journey of life that I've come to, I've come to I'm just gonna say that I've made mistakes. I've made many mistakes, and I am going to continue to make mistakes because I know that God is merciful and it's easier to believe in His mercy when you make mistakes than when you don't. And so the challenge is believing in His mercies, right? Even though you don't make mistakes. And so, yeah, acknowledging that you're a sinner when in your perspective you haven't committed a sin. And so, my journey of life, I've decided to show, attractive part of me and not so attractive parts of me, right? To be vulnerable, to be transparent. And so it's a matter of effectively communicating these things, right? And showing you these things. And so I'm working on my communication skills and actually having what I communicate being communicated to the other person, right? They receive some kind of information, some kind of knowledge, understanding, perspective by hearing, perceiving, and receiving what I've communicated, or just by looking at me. And going rewind. I have decided to show attractive parts of me and not so attractive parts of me, all for the sake of being transparent, for the sake of showing who I am as opposed to making you think that I'm a certain way, right? And thinking back in my life, I realized that I was a liar. Yeah, I was a liar. And it's true, I was trying to be cool. And I still am. And I saw a commercial where it says, make all the right moves, right? And it's like, am I the type of guy that always makes the right moves? And think about it, how many times have you seen someone, whether they're dancing, right? And then just for the sake of reacting to the moment, right? For the sake of having a moment, ended up looking embarrassing themselves, ended up looking stupid, right? And nobody really wants that. No one really wants the experience of humiliation. No one really wants the experience of giving people cringes, and no one really wants the feeling of rejection. Yeah. And I guess these are all parts of what makes life painful. These are all parts of what makes life challenging, right? There are things you want to avoid, right? Some people choose to go around it, some people choose to go above it, and others choose to go right through it, right? And I'm still processing what that means. It's a prophetic word that Pastor Bob gave me, and still processing what that means. And yeah, mistakes have been made. I've intentionally made. I've committed sins, right? I intentionally commit sins. And I'm working on communication. And I'm working on communicating precisely, right? Because that's how you speak to a king. And, in Proverbs it says, a timely word, how sweet it is, right? And I love refreshing people. I love speaking words that refreshes people, that gives them life, that gives them hope, that gives them meaning, and that gives them that extra push in life, right? The breeze, the wind that makes the boat sail forward, right? And so, yeah, it's a little bit about myself and what I'm pursuing in this season in my life. Hoping that God's love for me is more than enough, and even more than that, and that nothing. I just want to be in the right standing with God, and I want to be in the right heart posture before Him, and I just want to know how to honor Him, how to please Him, to give Him offerings that are pleasing. And yes, I know He forgives when I sin, but then I want freedom from sin as opposed to a freedom to sin. And so yeah, I love you. I love God. And hopefully you will join me in this journey, and we can become family.